ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Louisiana's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He leaves it with the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 45, on its way. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to Davis. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Leaves it with the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with the lone back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 45 sets a kickoff.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're 3rd and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go pass, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and gang tagged.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Quick completion on the out route. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I love when you boot athletic quarterbacks, and you boot him to the left right here outside the pocket. Does a great job. He can attack down the field, or he can take off and run. It's kind of a pass-run option, especially when you have a guy that dynamic at the quarterback spot.
Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Touchdown, Louisiana.
A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. That's reeled in. It's Dixon. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Illinois right back to the line. They go to the ground, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Second down coming up.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Altmaier. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is a defense that prides themselves on their ability to go sideline to sideline. It's going to be tough for this offense to go QB option in this game. You just saw the speed of the defense right there, getting a big stop.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Bernard. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. They're bringing heat. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Going to the ground. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Perry. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now they're going to throw it. Let's it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Louisiana 17, Illinois 0.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. Oh, the ball's on the ground. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jensen. Tackle is made after the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Complete to the left. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They'll immediately call timeout.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Trying to find his man on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Raging Cajuns will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown Illini.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in third and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. But with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up fourth down.
Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch. He had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Altmaier. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Illinois lining up quickly. The snap sets up the throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I think sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with the stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
That's why that guy plays DB, not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's a draw. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To throw, it's Altmaier. He makes the connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. The play action fake. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And that one will give him the lead.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Illinois right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to get to it. Pulls it in. It's Franklin. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Tackle is made at the 24. Brings up second down.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Give to the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Gets it out quickly.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The expressway is wide open. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
The Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. In the red area, it's Davis. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Number 7.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kickoff.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Illinois lining up quickly. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And they got him for the sack.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire. That linebacker showed that there.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll do it himself. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
If I was the play caller in this offense, I would dial up plays like that a little bit more often. I love the QB design run game, especially with this guy, because he's special in the open field. He can make people miss. He can show you speed. He showed you on that big gain right there.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. Discards a man. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Working that left side now. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Off play action. He's got his man across the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Quick handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the offense just going to spike it here.
It leads to second down.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. They're trying to get to it. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss.